What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for dropping in to watch another video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do me a favor and click the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit that notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Guys, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that my purpose of making these videos is to talk about the best day trade stocks on the market and to give a little bit of a market watch update to understand what's going on in the market so you can make educated decisions based on what stocks you're getting in and out of in your day trade. I don't do options. I do swing trades. I have some long hold, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in the video too. But the first thing I wanted to share with you guys today, first and foremost, it is Sunday, April 13th, mid-afternoon. And just to kind of share with you guys a little bit what's going on, we had some awesome news yesterday, April 12th. At least I find it awesome. And everything I share and talk about on these videos is my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. Guys, I'm just an average Joe day trader named Josh who loves to make money in the market by day trading, getting in, getting out. And for some long hold stuff, I have a portfolio with my wife that we have some longer hold stocks that are really good. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that because I think there is some amazing opportunity for you and I to get rich tomorrow, Monday, April 14th. You just have to know kind of what you're looking at, why you would be looking at it, and then make decisions based on your own research, your own homework, and understanding, like I always say, candlestick patterns and how to chart and what those charts are telling us. So first and foremost, guys, what I wanted to share with you was about this news that we got yesterday. So you know that the tariff war has been sort of an incredible front to what's happening in the stock market. A lot of the longer term stocks that many of us have been in and stuff that we would typically day trade literally plummeted last week. But the good news was that President Trump came back in and said, hey, we've talked about this. I'm pretty sure the cabinet made some recommendations like, hey, boss, you're tanking the market. We understand what you're trying to do, but we think we need to maybe slow the brakes, pump the brakes a little bit and slow it down a little bit. So we did this 90-day pause on tariffs. I don't think it's a 90-day pause. I think that the 90-day pause was more to kind of warn other countries like, hey, we're not slowing it down, but we are going to slow it down from the sense of economy and market and give things a chance to normalize a little bit. And then they're going to come back in, and I'm sure Trump's going to come back and say, okay, haven't heard from you specific countries, you're not interested, or whatever the case may be, so we're going to reimpose tariffs on you. Talk about China for a minute, okay? We're up to 145% tariff on China last week, which ended up being about 125% tariff. And of course, China, as they normally do, as they've done in former presidential, time in office, responded back with, fine, we'll impose more tariffs on the United States. That's not uncommon, guys. This is nothing new. If you're sort of just in the game now and learning about the market and learning about the history of what's going on with China and all these other countries, China has been placing tariffs against the United States for more years than we would remember. And so you could go back to Trump's first presidency. You could go back to Ronald Reagan days. You can go back to George Bush. There were tariffs in place, and every time we tried to respond in any way to try to make things fair for the United States, China would respond back with basically like no, we're not having it, U.S. We're gonna fight back and make it difficult. And you know what? That's just how it's been. Knowing that, though, and knowing and seeing what's going on, the Trump news that came out yesterday, Saturday, April 12th, 2025, was basically that Trump said that he's going to exempt smartphones and electronics and chips against the tariffs. Okay, so what does that do? Well, first thing it does is, in essence, it lowers the tariff against China. Whether we want to do that or not, the result of that is there's a lower tariff against China. We want China to respond like kind. We want them to come back with a negotiating tool. And that's part of what's going on with this. And you have to see it that way. But you also have to see that, guys, Monday, April 14th, when that stock market opens. And from 4:30 in the morning until 9:30 in the morning, you need to be watching pre-market. Just my opinion, I will be. You have to understand what's going to happen to the tech sector, guys. NVIDIA, Palantir, APLD, Applied Digital, which you guys know I am very heavily invested in right now. April 14th at 4 p.m., market bell close. We get earnings. We're going to see a pump. I really believe we're going to see a pump. I may be wrong. It may go in the wrong direction. Don't take my advice for it. Look at the patterns. Look at the history. Go back over the 30 days, the moving average. Look at everything to understand whether it's a play for you or not. It is a play for me. I'm already in it, and I'm very excited to see what happens tomorrow. But this is probably one of the best times right now for new trading investors or investors, long-term investors, to get into some stocks that are super cheap, super discounted. They were super, super low. They came up. Many of us got into those stocks, Palantir specifically, NVIDIA specifically, and made a ton of money. And guys, that's not going to stop. There was a little bit of a retest, a little bit of a correction that we saw. Anybody you listen to on YouTube, not me, everybody else is talking about the correction and how this is the time to buy stocks. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I already have right here next to me, I've got my plan, my shopping list. But Palantir is number one. NVIDIA is number two. APLD I'm in. I'm probably going to load up some more shares in the morning, depending on what happens when the bell rings. But these are amazing stocks, and you need to look at a lot of these different stocks and what's going on with them to understand, is this the right time for you to get in there? So my recommendation, in my opinion, is do your homework, do your research, but take a look at Palantir. We're actually going to get into it a little bit here ourselves and look at some of the charts. But let's kind of get into that, guys. Let's look at the charts. Well, let me finish the news for you real quick. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, so let me read this to you, okay? The key points to the news that came out from Donald Trump: smartphones and computers will be exempted from Trump's reciprocal tariff. Might be a time to go buy that new MacBook Pro you've been wanting. I'm going to probably consider it. And let's see, the earlier this month, the imposed 145% tariff on products from China. The move was poised to take a toll on tech companies like Apple, which makes most of the other products in China. Guys, think about that for a minute, right? How many people ran out and bought an Apple computer or an iPhone thinking like, well, I better buy it now. It's $799 right now, but if a tariff hits place, 25%, 50%, 100%, whatever is going to end up, pushed to the consumer, that $800 cell phone, Apple iPhone, might now be $1,500, right? So a lot of people ran out and bought them to stock fill for a new iPhone. Not a bad idea, but Apple made a whole lot of extra money this past week. So now the reciprocal, with the tariff dropping, now wasn't really necessary, but we'll see how that affects it. The guidance also includes exclusions from other electronic devices and components, including semiconductors, solar cells, flat panel TV displays, flash drives, memory cards, and solid state drives used for storing data. Guys, wow. I didn't even think about that, right? And I can't even think off the top of my head the name of some of those hard drives, external hard drives, for storing data. Man, okay, that was like a light bulb just went off, even for me. I'm going to be taking a look at some of those companies that are very much focused on hard drives and memory. Wow. Okay. Guys, take a look too. That might have been something you and I both just fell into. But anyway, let's take a look at the charts together real quick here and just see. And I'm going to share with you what my plan is specifically for Monday morning, tomorrow morning, as the market opens up early. I'm probably going to get up a little bit earlier in the morning tomorrow to watch the market and see what my purchasing is going to be through pre-market. So first thing you see up here is APLD, Applied Digital. Guys, I'm in Applied Digital. Like I said, I'm about 900 shares in. Very excited for what the day is going to show. Listen, this is the 5-minute. As we go to the 30-minute, okay, with extended and auto, you can see that, this was those days last week, April 8th, April 9th. And then what happened? We got the news about the tariffs on pause, had that solid up, then a down, a little bit of an up, then a down, and then you pretty much rode it all the way up to $5.39. Okay. And it's been pretty steady. It's sitting at, let's see, where is it at right now for post market? $5 and where are we? Close 31 cents. So we're sitting at $5.31 right now. Not bad. Not bad. And you guys, listen, I'm going to make a video about charting. I didn't want to do that this weekend, but I am going to make a video about charting and kind of show you how to chart. Very easy, simplified way to chart. Nothing crazy, but you see my resistance, okay, for APLD right now, even though we broke it Friday afternoon, it came back down, and you see it holds here, $5. Guys, we want it to break $5.35. And then I've got, this was funny, you see my blue line here, and I'll share that when I do the charting video, but this was my, what I call my blue moon. I wanted it to get back above $5.22. It did. It broke twice, came back down, you know, did some retesting, some bouncing on support, and it passed my blue sky, and now it's up here at this resistance level. And I'm telling you, with earnings, with this tariff drop of chips and tech, my red line should now be my blue line, and I'm probably going to change that. And let's go ahead and do that together. So if you don't know how to use Webull, we can basically go in here, make it blue sky. Okay, we're going to change this one right here to yellow for, even though it's a support line, it is a support line, we make it back to yellow. And anyway, charting is fun, guys. If you do charting and you really kind of, you know, want to know what you're doing, this looks crazy, right? Look at my chart for APLD. It looks like crazy. It looks like something out of a Star Wars episode, okay? But this is how I sort of understand and figure out, you know, what I'm looking at, where I'm looking at it. Oops, just move that line. But anyway, back to what we're talking about. APLD, guys. Get into APLD. The next thing I want you guys to take a look at, and I've been talking about it a lot, is Wolf. WULF. It's TeraWulf Incorporated. Let's get back to the 5 minute so you can see it a little bit easier. Actually, we'll go to 30 and see, okay. TeraWulf follows the same trend. It's a tech stock, mining stock, all right. Take a look at Wolf, WULF. Kind of hard to understand my charting on here, but obviously, you know, it's a science for me. $2.37 is sort of that right now for day trade, you know, resistance line, and it broke it, and Sky Blue is at $2.42. So anyway, right now, Wolf is sitting at $2.36. This is a wonderful stock to day trade. You've heard me talk about it many times. I'm going to be in Wolf. I'm going to be in APLD. I'm also going to be looking at Ford, because Ford has had some significant sales this past weekend. Whoops, not Ford, F-O-R-D. It's just plain old F. All right, sitting at, what are we at? Oop, that is Ford. Where are we here? $9.33 right now. You know, I've said it before, Ford runs for anywhere from $6 to $12, but they really have had some good news dropping down to employee pricing. They're going to increase in sales. They're going to make their money in financing. I was hoping we had a chance to go look at trucks this weekend. We are not. We didn't get a chance. We're doing a bunch of other things this weekend. But anyway, that's fine because it's not going away anytime soon. So take a look at Ford, okay? Another stock, okay, not for day trading. So let's make sure we're clear here, guys. APLD, Ford, and Wolf. Those are the three Monday morning I'm going to be looking at. I'm also going to be watching other ones like STAI, which is Scantech. I'm going to be looking at, let's see, SoFi Technologies. How could I leave SoFi out? SoFi, I'm buying a lot of shares Monday morning, SoFi. And let me pull that one up for you here. SOFI. I did a lot on other videos about SoFi. Love SoFi stock. It's at a really good point right now, $10.72. Guys, this is one that could run up to $20 a share. Okay. The target for this is 9 to 20. Okay. So we're at $10.72. It was at a really all-time low at in the low eights, almost $7, where I bought in, went up 15-20%. I sold it out. I don't have a position in it. I'm dying to get a position back in SoFi because I know that it's gonna pop. This is one that you don't see my chart levels and lines because I just erased them and I wanted to redo those lines. I haven't gotten to it yet, but anyway, another video. SoFi, APLD, Wolf, WULF, and Ford. Guys, Monday morning, take a look at those 4 stocks with me. And if you get in them and you make money Monday, drop a comment. Let me know you made money. If it went the opposite direction and you didn't, let me know, hey, Josh, you probably tanked with me. We tanked together, and that's okay. These are companies that are solid. They're going to come back. If they drop down, have patience, make them a swing, and you wait. If you have to hold them longer, you hold them, but they're going to be really good for us, okay? Here's the one I want everybody to be looking at Monday, okay? This is the one right here, guys. Palantir, sitting at $88.52, guys. $88.52. Palantir has the potential to break 150. Where are you going to be when Palantir breaks 150 bucks? Are you going to be in it, or are you going to be saying, I wish I did? I'm not going to be I wish I did. I'm going to be in Palantir. I'm taking a position. I'm going to watch. What the world? Okay, first time, guys. I had to switch cameras. My GoPro got too hot. I'm going to have to figure that one out. Switch back over to my wonderful iPhone. Anyway, guys, talking about Palantir, okay? Palantir is where we're going to be Monday morning. Like I was saying, are you going to be in it with me? Or are you going to be the one that may be saying down the road, in a day, in a week, in a month, I wish I did? I don't want you guys to be there. We want to get rich together. So do your homework, do your research. My opinion, Palantir is where to be right now. NVIDIA is where to be right now. Let's take a look at NVIDIA and see how that's looking right now. Okay. NVIDIA also, same thing at $110. Currently at $110.81, right? Many of us got in that NVIDIA when it was down in the 80s. I did. It was 86 bucks. Okay. I remember this day. Wow. Yep. 86 bucks. I bought into NVIDIA. Yeah. Anyway, that's in a prior video. NVIDIA or NVIDIA, however you like to say it. Palantir. Okay. AMD. Okay. Going to be looking at AMD as well. Let's pull it up and see what that looks like. Okay, yep, AMD. Oh my gosh, AMD had a beautiful rally and is sitting at $93.53. Ooh, AMD, I don't know. I'm going to have to keep an eye on AMD a little bit. It was 76 bucks. But I don't think it's going down. That's the thing, guys. With what was talked about with the tariffs, and the pause, and that we're discounting that there's no tariffs on electronics this way. AMD, my gosh, SMCI, Super Micro Computing, guys. Another one sitting at $33.21, guys. Okay, SMCI. Your boy Josh, the average day trader, average Joe day trader, will be in SMCI on Monday. And the last one I'm going to look at with you guys here, which I've talked about, SoundHound. Okay, another one. You can see I'm chart crazy on that. Still living in this channel right here. $8.35 resistance. SoundHound's going to be good too. And I know I'm keeping you guys long. Serve Robotics. Another one. $5.29. Okay, guys. Okay. All right. I'm getting excited. I'm sorry. I'm getting excited here. A lot of these stocks are this is how to make money. Guys, this is how to make money. Serve Robotics. Holy smokes. Give it to me here. That's the 1 day, the daily. Look at this. Holy smokes, guys. Okay. $25. Serve Robotics. $22.89. $22.92. We're sitting right now at $5.31. Serve Robotics. Okay? Guys, don't take my opinion. Listen to my opinion, but do your own research. Do your own homework. See what it is that you want to buy into. There's so many options and opportunities out there right now. And let's see what happens. Drop me a comment. Guys, if you've not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the like button. Please hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I put a new video in. Guys, we're just going to continue doing this. I'm trying to do these videos every day. All right. And there's nothing wrong with getting in these together and make some money. So, Average Joe Day Trader, Josh, peace.